Hello there, this is Matilda Lundgren and you're listening to Mythical Radio, episode 2. First of all, I want to thank you listeners, or whatever I should call you guys, for responding so well to the first episode. I will continue to post these on YouTube for the time being, but I will also share them on the Runlink community and Wattpad, so if you're listening on either, please tell me. But yeah, I decided that today is also going to be a spontaneous episode, but it's going to theme away slightly from Runlink, because this is going to be themed a little more about just random stuff, because I feel like I can be a little more experimental with the music and the topics of this podcast, since it's a little bit easier than in my videos. For some reason, I feel it's easier with a podcast. But as always, to kick things off, I decided to play a iconic Red and Link song. And today that song is My OCD.
That picture frame, those hooded strings, they are driving me insane. Unequal pizza slices, fonts of different sizes, it's more than I can take. Missing parentheses, uneven caprice, Googling askew, bags opened from the wrong end, should be recognized as a sin, along with an unsolved Rubik's Cube. I gotta make things right, make it the way it's supposed to be. It's my OCD. Toilet paper facing inwards, unsynchronized, synchronized swimmers, a closet that's not organized. Pills removed out of sequence, sideburns that are not even, that one rebel mini blind. I gotta make things right, make it the way it's supposed to be. It's my OCD.
Mr. Neal, how's everything going?
Fine.
Would you like to take a break?
Yeah, actually, that'd be great.
Great. I hope you're hungry. I prepared some snacks for you. Enjoy.
I gotta make things right, make it the way it's supposed to be. It's my OCD, baby. I gotta make things right, make it the way it's supposed to be. It's my OCD.
So, as I said in the beginning of this episode, this is going to be a little more spontaneous because I feel like I can be more spontaneous with this podcast. And this is also the opportunity I feel that you can get to know me better on a regular basis, because I'm taking inspiration from Ear Biscuits here. They usually tell stories from their life. I don't really have a lot of stories to tell. I mean, I'm only 16 years old, but I do have random things that happen in my life. It's not exactly stories. Like, for example, yesterday, if it was yesterday, I think so. I live in Sweden, as some of you know, probably know. I know you can hear it on my accent. If you can't hear on my accent that I'm Swedish, please tell me. And if not, what does my accent actually sound like? But I live in northern Sweden, and yesterday was snowing. It was snowing all day, and I was so freaking annoyed because everything went back to being white and slushy and sloshy and just wet, and it's actually snowing right now, but it's not nearly as much, and you know, I'm not as troubled by this snow. But hopefully by the end of this week, they say that it'll go and get like warm, but I'm not exactly trusting that currently. So I just wanted to apply that I will most likely in this tell you about random things happening in my life, like school and weather and stuff. And yeah, like at school right now I'm having a major test in English tomorrow, and yeah, this was recorded on the 26th of April. I don't have no idea when it will be uploaded. Maybe on the day of the test, I have no idea. But you know, school is a lot right now, but you know, you survive that. You know, I'm only in junior high, but still it's a lot. But yeah, jumping away from school, how about we play a school-themed Adrenaline song, wink wink. Here is Graduation Song.
The past 18 years, your life's been pretty smooth. Let's take a moment and reflect on all you've had to do. You've rolled out of bed and strolled to the living room and watched Cartoon Network while your mom made waffles for you. Your laundry was magically clean, and your dad's back pocket was an ATM machine. Your life's biggest worry was what to wear to the prom, and your only regret was that incident with the stink bomb. Do you hear that subtle sound? It's the sound of reality about to slap the taste out your mouth. Now you're on your own. You should be scared, but we can tell you don't care. Why don't you care? You should be frightened. You're young and now you're free. The world is your oyster. We have no clue what that means, but let us paint a picture of your future. You're gonna eat a lot of Hot Pockets, and you're thinking that sounds great. Well, get back to us in 6 months when you had 378. As soon as you move out, you know what your parents are gonna do. They're gonna turn your bedroom into an exercise room that they never use. And you won't use lockers in college. And this might be a total bummer. There are no yearbooks either. You'll actually have to say, have a great summer. Do you feel that gentle breeze? It's the Category 5 hurricane of adulthood about to hit you upside the head with a tree. Now you're on your own. Don't screw this up. You're on your own. Good luck. You're gonna need it.
I'm going to keep talking a little bit about this podcast because this podcast is a project that I really want to put a lot of effort into making because I love doing this. But real quick, I have been thinking while editing this, I know that sounds so silly, but I'm thinking while making my videos and making this podcast, wouldn't it be fun if I could do a collaboration or have guests on this podcast? It would be a whole lot of fun. But the problem is it's a little bit difficult. But, if you out there, any of you out there really, want to be a guest here on Mythical Radio or want to do a meme collaboration of some sort, please email me. I would love to, you know, as I think I said this in the vlog for the 100th video, it would be so much fun to talk to someone who like enjoys my content. I know this sounds a little bit selfish, but what I mean is to talk to someone who sees it from the other perspective, who sees it from the audience perspective, because you know I always see it as the creator's perspective, since I am the creator. And I know I watch a whole lot of other content from the audience perspective, but it would be fun to see how people who watch my content from the audience perspective think and what they think of my content and stuff like that. But enough about self-promotion, about this podcast and me in general. I think I'm gonna start doing question of the day on this, but I have to think out a question. I think it's pretty obvious that these are 100% spontaneous. I mean, I have no script whatsoever. And I tend to just blabble a little bit. But before I blabble away too much, let's play another song. This is a remix that I think you may have noticed if you watch my speed paints. It's by Unicity and it's called Darlene You Suck. And it is a remix from a Good Mythical Morning episode. So here comes Unicity, Darlene You Suck.
You know what time it is.
Go, Brandy. Go, you do your little booty shake dance.
Oh, my goodness.
Brandy, you should be ashamed of yourself. Yeah, I said it. What's your daughter's name?
Darlene.
Darlene, you suck.
So first of all, I will say that this episode will be a little bit shorter because I feel like a 20-minute episode about me just blabbling about random stuff about my channel will be incredibly boring. And yeah, but I decided to try and make one anyway. So yeah. Totally unscripted, you know. I don't know if any of you actually like enjoy the thing I'm talking about, or if it's simply the songs that you like. I have no idea. This is a questions that I feel like I can't answer, but I want to have answered. You know that feeling? But I think I should wrap this episode up quite quickly and say thank you for listening, and thank you for supporting this podcast generally. I think it's quite clear, as said, that I'm new to this, that I'm spontaneous, that I have no script, but I like to keep it raw, and I like to keep it that way, even though I might be blabbling about absolutely nothing at times. But you know, I'm a talker. I talk a lot. I talk way too much. That's why I'm doing a podcast, because I'm talking too much. Sad life. No, but seriously, thank you so much for listening and picking up on this so quickly. I can't believe how fast. I know it's only been an episode, it's only been like 25 times someone or something has listened to it, but I don't really care. I'm still surprised by the fact that someone actually do listen to it. And I will also, question of the day, I know the question of the day now. Would you like me to upload Mythical Radio to SoundCloud or iTunes? And if there are people who want me to do that, and if there's a demand, as I said in the description of the previous episode, if there is a demand for me to upload these to SoundCloud or iTunes, most likely SoundCloud, because I know how SoundCloud works, that'll most likely happen. So, before we take goodbye from this episode of Mythical Radio, I decided to play the last song, which is going to be the cheese wrap.
Why you up in the store? What you looking for? Cheese? I'm cheddar. I'm much better than the rest of these.
Don't speak too fast, you need to get a load of this. I'm Swiss.
Alright, white boy, they get the gist.
Got more holes in my body than my boy 50 Cent. Curdled on the street, Geneva represent. Well, Vinny and Louis, forget about the other cheeses. We're so hardcore, you gotta grade us to eat us.
You also chumps are weak. If you ask me, I can bring you to your knees with my pungency.
I'm not weak, I'm strong. I'll add flavor to your salad all night long.
We know you want to put us in your mouth, and don't you? We know you do.
I'm old! I'm stuck in my ways! I'm stuck in your teeth and on your breath for days!
I got more flavor than y'all. I make a wicked cheese ball. My hobbies include doing bird call. Could somebody take over for me?
I'm living large in a condo. If I break a hip, don't put me in a home, bro.
But Pops, you don't even have a hip though.
Oh,
This is breaking my heart. Just tell them what they want, yo.
We know you want to put us in your mouth, and don't you? We know you do. We know you want to put us in your mouth, and don't you? You know we know you do. You know we know you do. You know we know you do.
Whilst editing, I just noticed an interesting pattern that every episode of Mythical Radio podcast, or whatever I'm supposed to call this, usually consists of 6 individual, like, quote-unquote episodes where I talk. Is that how it's supposed to be? I don't know. Anywho, I want to thank you guys for listening, and I hope I will I most likely will continue making these episodes because they are a lot of fun, and that's my main goal with this channel, to make content that is fun to make, basically. Even though it might not be the funniest thing to watch or listen to, I don't really bother that much. I do this for myself. No. I do take what you guys say into account, though. Don't get me wrong. But, this started off as a way of entertaining myself, and it will most likely continue to be that for a good long while. But yeah, I want to thank you guys for listening to this episode of Mythical Radio Podcast, and I hope I'll see you in the next one, or hear you, whatever. Thank you guys for listening, and I hope I'll hear from you guys in the next episode. Bye bye.